Here's what I'd do if I owned Apple. Okay, so if I woke up tomorrow as the owner of Apple, I wouldn't go to work trying to figure out how to make the iPhone camera better or the MacBook faster. Because while those are important things, there's something more important, something Steve Jobs knew really well. He understood that products can make you feel something. They can tell a story. And if your product tells a great story, people will buy it over and over again. So here's the story I'd tell if I owned Apple. Every time you pick up an iPhone, it feels like magic. It makes you feel like anything is possible, like you can take amazing photos, edit them right on your phone, and share them with anyone in the world instantly. You can talk to someone on the other side of the planet as if they were in the room with you. You can find out anything you want to know with just a quick search. You can watch anything you want, whenever you want. You can listen to any song you can imagine. And if you get bored, you can play a game or read a book. Basically, this device has everything you need to be entertained for hours on end. And if you're not entertained, then you're not trying hard enough because, my God, the amount of entertainment you can have on this thing is endless. And it all starts with a simple swipe on the home screen, which brings us to this incredible piece of hardware: the glass, the aluminum, the curves, the edges. It's designed so beautifully that it feels good to hold, even if you don't know how to use it. You can just look at it and figure it out, and when you do figure it out, it works so well that you forget that you're using it. You forget that you're holding a computer in your hand. You just feel like anything is possible. You feel like you can change the world. That's the feeling I want everyone to have when they use an iPhone. I want it to be more than just a phone. I want it to be a tool for creation, communication, and most importantly, a tool for fun. And if you want to take that fun to the next level, then you've got to check out our new AR experience. This is going to change the way we interact with technology forever. Now, when you're done playing with your iPhone, you put it down and pick up your MacBook. Oh, what's this? A keyboard. Wow, it's so big and heavy. Can it do anything? Well, yes, it can. It can calculate numbers, write letters, display images. But honestly, it doesn't feel like magic. It feels like work, and I don't want that. I want every Mac to feel like a dream. Not just a machine that helps you get things done, but a machine that inspires you to do amazing things. A machine that makes you feel like you can accomplish anything. So here's what I'd do. First, I'd make sure that every Mac looks amazing. The displays would be absolutely stunning. The keyboards would be super comfortable to type on. The mice would be easy to move around. Everything would be designed so beautifully that you would love to use it even if it couldn't do anything. And then I'd make sure that it could do anything. I'd make sure that it was fast, powerful, reliable, secure, easy to use, and above all, creative. I'd make sure that every Mac was a tool for artists, for musicians, for filmmakers, for writers, for anyone who wants to express themselves and share their gifts with the world. Because that's what Macs are for. They're not just computers, they're companions, they're partners, they're collaborators. And if you're a creator, you know exactly what I mean. You know that your tools are more than just objects. They're extensions of yourself. They're parts of your creative process. They're not just things, they're ideas. When I took the first bite of the apple, I didn't just taste a delicious snack. I experienced a revolution. And if I owned Apple today, I'd make sure that every bite of every Apple product was as revolutionary as the first. I'd make sure that every product made you feel something. I'd make sure that every product told a story, because that's what Apple used to do, and that's what I want Apple to do again. And now let me tell you about my future. Okay, so if I owned Apple, I wouldn't stop with the iPhone and the Mac. I'd design products that touch your heart, not just your screen. I'd make products that make you feel something. I'd make products that tell a story. I'd make products that inspire you, that motivate you, that challenge you, that surprise you, that delight you. For example, I'd make an Apple Watch that does more than just tell the time or track your fitness. I'd make it a companion that guides you through your day, that helps you achieve your goals, that connects you with others, that makes you feel awesome. Imagine wearing a watch that not only tells you the time, but also tells you stories about the world around you. Imagine a watch that not only tracks your steps, but also tracks your progress in life. Imagine a watch that not only shows you notifications, but also shows you inspiration. That's the kind of watch I'd make. And I wouldn't stop there. I'd make an Apple TV that doesn't just stream shows and movies, but also creates experiences. An Apple TV that turns your living room into a playground, into a gallery, into a theater. Imagine a TV that not only plays your favorite shows, but also plays your favorite games. Imagine a TV that not only displays your vacation photos, but also takes you back to those moments. Imagine a TV that not only lets you watch movies, but also lets you live them. That's the kind of TV I'd make. And finally, I'd make an Apple home that doesn't just provide smart features, but also provides comfort. A home that learns your habits, that anticipates your needs, that adapts to your mood, that makes you feel at home. Imagine a house that not only turns on the lights for you, but also turns on your favorite music. Imagine a house that not only adjusts the temperature for you, but also adjusts the curtains for you. Imagine a house that not only lets you control everything with a tap, but also lets you create anything with a tap. That's the kind of home I'd make. Okay, so these are just a few examples of what I'd do if I owned Apple. I'd make products that touch your heart, not just your screen. I'd make products that make you feel something. I'd make products that tell a story. I'd make products that inspire you, that motivate you, that challenge you, that surprise you, that delight you. But here's the problem. I'm not the owner of Apple. I'm just a guy with an iPhone and a dream. But maybe one day my dream will become reality. Maybe one day I'll wake up and find myself in charge of one of the most innovative companies in the world. Maybe one day I'll be able to share my vision with millions of people around the globe. Maybe one day I'll be able to create products that don't just sell, but also touch hearts. Maybe one day I'll be able to tell a story that doesn't just entertain, but also inspires. Maybe one day I'll be able to own an apple orchard and pick the ripest, juiciest apples every day. Until then, I'll keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep sharing my ideas with you. And who knows, maybe one day you'll find yourself owning an apple too.